woods today. Because I thought that that would be the best point to go to from this point. Then we'll figure out what we're doing from there. We're going to go and get a visit to Yosefika, which we visited at the very beginning. She was the lady who locked us out of the area that we actually began the game in. Last time we were here, we beat the boss of this area. We're not going to be visiting the boss this time. We're going to take the run all the way down the trail, dodging the campfires because they are necessary to dodge. Dodge all the things. Get disoriented, because I always do, and run this way. If we go this way, which is behind the house that has all the dogs, where we got the tonsil stone from this person right here, all the cages are now unlocked, but that's not our focus. We're actually going to go up over here, and there's a cave back here. The cave has some items. I may die, because there's poisonous worms in this cave that can be kind of a pain. Well, we're going to wander through anyway. And I'm pretty sure all of this is poison from the moment that I step into it. There's also giants down here. The giants aren't a worry for me. I think some of them may throw things, though. Frenzied Cold Blood. Something just died for some reason. Not sure why. But yeah, this is all poison. And those are worms that I don't want to hit too much of. I'm going to try and avoid them. Is this the exit? This is not an exit. Where does this go? It is the exit. Okay, we're not quite ready to exit. I want the items that are in here first. There's a dirty blood gem. I'm staying mostly out of the poison, but I want to collect these. There's a nourishing gem. I think that's a majority of the things that are in here, but I'm going to go check here. I do not see anything, so I think we're good. And I didn't even get poisoned this time, which is excellent. This is likely the way we came in, which means the exit is that way. Now I'm poisoned. Well, fuck. I'll use the antidote pellets in a minute. And all better. I think that's a majority of the items that are in there. I may have missed some. It's okay. We're gonna move on. So, Yosefika was technically our other option for sending NPCs to what is referenced as a safe haven in this game. So we're gonna go up and visit them. Oh, these are long ladders. What is this way, though? An alien thing. No. Still no. Ow. Well, that hurt. Quicksilver bullets. Is there anything else over here? Madman's knowledge. Hi. Don't do that. More of them. This guy. Should have prevented that. Oh well. Full health. Yosefika's clinic. So let's open this real quick. And we can see a blue alien is here. Just one. Keenhurst summons. Which we will get to that later. The alien has Yosefika's blood vial. And clear as day, this is the table that we woke up on. So, we couldn't go this way before, so we're gonna explore further back. An alien on a dissection table. Communion, which is one of the runes that we will be using. I think I saw a pathway this way.
Would you mind leaving us alone? But if you refuse to leave... Oh well. I've always wanted to try my hand on the hunter.
So, I know that there's a route to do this, where you don't have to kill her here, but we're not gonna do that. I always manage to just kill her here. She is a bit of a difficult fight, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna switch to our lantern because it's really dark in here and I can't see anything. And it'll probably help you see too. So Yosefika's actually in this room. I was trying to look around the corner to see her, but evidently it's really difficult. I know she's in here somewhere, I just don't see her now.
This won't hurt a bit.
There she is. So this is what she looks like, and all hunters carry a weapon that is a gun. However, like we talked about at the beginning, I won't be using a gun. The thing that makes this fight a little more difficult is she has magic. Which, magic in this game just sucks. Just like the other Dark Souls games, if you come across a magic user, you kind of want to stay away. And dead. So, Odin Wrath. If we were to come back to her later, what her objective here with actually experimenting on these aliens was to have a baby with one of the aliens. Obviously, that's not gonna happen now. We are now going to run all the way back to the area where the cathedral is, but I'll teleport there once I've reached the lantern that's at the bottom of the stairs this way. I believe that it's far enough into the night that I can have another interaction with one of the NPCs that we met earlier. Yes. I was trying to think if I was missing anything. I don't think I am. I don't think we have enough to upgrade, but I'll check out the runes that we got just now. Maybe repair my weapon. I can actually upgrade the saw spear, so I'll do that. I can upgrade it again. There we go. Now my saw spear and my hunter's axe are at the same level. In case I need a quick weapon. I don't have any circular gems, but I can add some type of effect to the secondary weapon. Reduced stamina cost does not sound bad. But murky gems are usually a bad thing, so maybe that's not what I think it is. Physical attack up by 5.4 plus adding slow poisoning effect seems to be the number one thing, but if I can add that to my hunter staff, maybe I'll add it there instead. Because this will put it up the 7.3 plus the 5.4. This is 6.5. Yeah, 6.5 seems to be the highest, but it actually says it takes it down, and it raises it in blunt attack. So I guess this would be the number one thing for my hunter's axe, at least for now. Then we can go back to the saw spear real quick. We only have one selected, I believe, here. Physical attack up by 4.7 sounds really good. Can I give the third one? I can. I can do a third one on this now. I can add extra attack on top of that. 9.1 is a lot. Rapid poison effect sounds cool too. Arcane attack would make everything that I was attacking with arcane, and I don't like the idea of that because there are enemies in this game that aren't weak to arcane damage. We're gonna do the 9.1. Yeah. So that looks good for that for now. Then we can go over here to the runes. We're gonna increase frenzy resistance because we'll need that later down the line. More physical damage. Always more physical damage sounds good. I'm not using visceral attacks, so we're not going to have that. We can carry more blood vials if we want to, which we might need later, but I don't feel like we need now. We can boost our health, which I feel like is really good, and this will boost health during co-op, but we're not using co-op because we're playing offline, even though I could be playing online. I'm trying to decide now between damage reduction and stamina, and I think I'm going to go with stamina to go with the frenzy resistance. So that will be that for right this second when it comes to that stuff. Then we're going to go over to the shop and sell what we can. Which, bullets. I'm going to keep the sedative for now. The sedative also works for frenzy damage, which I didn't know before. It doesn't really give you a hint of that. It just says calms the nerves. Those who delve easily into arcane fall all too easily into madness, and the thick human blood serves to calm the frayed nerves of these inquisitive minds. Naturally, this often leads to resilience on blood administration. Interesting, if nonetheless. We have the torch. We have the grave guard set. We also could probably sell some runes, so I'm not going to bother. Not runes, tampering gems. My bad. We'll come across all that other stuff later. We could get a different weapon if we wanted to, but I'm going to wait on that as well. Somebody wanted me to do the next run with the Threaded Cane, which I might do. If you guys have challenge builds or challenges you want me to try and complete in this game, leave them down in the comments below. That'd be cool. I'm going to buy probably 5 more medicinal pellets because it's a good idea to have some of them on hand. We will reach a poison boss eventually, we just haven't been there yet. And of course, some blood vials. Then we can continue on. We're going to go back to the church, like I said, which is the Cathedral Ward. I want to go back to the area that had the Giant's Graveyard, I think is the right area, but it might not be. I need to go down below. Do you have something to say yet?
Oh, you're early, dear.
You do.
Is anything the matter? You can always tell me. Mother will make everything better. What's wrong?
I have my share of woes.
Oh, you poor thing. But don't you worry. This will help you forget. Forget your troubles. Forget your cares.
She also gave us a sedative. Interesting. So I think to get to the area I'm thinking of, I need to go this way. I need to go up. What happened to the enemies that were here? Sleeping. Is it up or down from here? Down leads into the Bergenward territory. Up leads to Amelia Vescar's area where we defeated her before. Right leads to the thing that keeps squishing me, called Omnagawa. I'm gonna check out down. Down is nothing. So, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be going right this second. The side path, maybe? Before the Giant's Graveyard? I could be defeating these. I'm gonna run past them. This is correct. So the person I wanted to talk to is here.
Oh, thank goodness. You're a hunter, right? Might you know of a safe place? The night is long, and a very little of the incense left. Please, there must be some nice place to run off to.
And we're gonna tell her of the open chapel.
Thank you, darling. Maybe I'll see you there.
Now that we are done with that, we can go back to the Forbidden Forest, I believe, one more time, and then we'll be done with the Forbidden Forest area. Nice try. You made a mistake. Would have left maybe you could have lived. That's not gonna be a thing now. I'm gonna run up straight to the Amelia Vescar room, and then we'll teleport back to the Forbidden Woods. So the thing that's going up, that's that swirl, that's frenzy damage, and it seemingly just does its own thing. Like, it's ridiculous. I have a rune preventing it, which caused it not to go up all the way, but that single strike would have killed me if I didn't have the rune. So back to the Forbidden Woods. The Forbidden Grave is actually too far. Because we want to make a stop first before we get there. This time around, we're actually going to take the elevator. I think that's the fastest route. I used to make the mistake of falling off these all the time and just plummeting to the bottom, and it'll kill me just like we did to those NPCs before. This actually isn't where I wanted to be, but that's okay. We can run back. There's probably some items we missed anyway, like this one. We want to go back to that bridge that we saw here and ride it up. Or not. There's not a ride here. If I travel up above, why is that one barrel a different color? For no reason. Yeah, there are just some weird barrels that are different colored. We're not gonna fight that. We're gonna go up instead. I believe there's a jump that we can make in here. Maybe I was wrong. Nope. Maybe not, because that looks like an opening. Yeah, it's right here. I need to take this route and drop. I swore there was an enemy here, but maybe not. There it is. Then we will climb. Surprisingly, even though that looks like a pathway, there's nothing there. Or there. We are going to carefully make our way along this. There's a drop that I could do there, but we're going to wait a minute on that and come over here. If this goes well, we can get that item on the way out if we don't die to what's coming up here. Poisoned knife. If you look carefully, there's 2 dead people and a person who appears to be eating somebody else.
Blimey, don't scare me like that. On a night like this, I took you for a monster. Oh, thank the stars, you're fairly numb. Was it you who put down that awful beast? Ooh, that thing had me trembling, frozen in my boots. And then you came along. Well, if you're a hunter, then would you know of any safe havens?
Withhold information, we're not going to tell him.
Oh yeah, of course not. I should have known. This whole place is falling apart once again. It's the curse of Yharnam.
So, this is actually a monster. Essentially, this is the Patches in the Bloodborne universe, and we're going to kill him. So if I piss it off...
Have you asked this? Or is it your intuition?
Then we're gonna go this way. And if I go down here, for some reason, it's unable to reach me. Just like the big giant werewolves at the beginning, it just can't come in here. That does not mean it cannot attack me, though. There are attacks that certainly reach all the way down this corridor. Like that one. You can go all the way down. But this is pretty safe if you want to battle it this way. I'm going to switch to the Molotovs and throw some Molotovs at it. Because safest thing is to stand back. So it's mad at me, it doesn't understand what's going on. I'm gonna bring it back over and keep going. I missed altogether. Oh, that's okay. So as you can likely see, Boltcleaver is likely not going to work as an electric enemy. Oh, that could have killed me. Trying to be careful not to let things kill me. I don't think we have any more throwables. We do not. There we go. All better. So another one down. Now we got the Beast Rune, which we will not be using in this playthrough, but we can keep it just in case. We are now done with the entire Forbidden Woods area. We will not be returning here for any reason. For the first time in the game, I'm actually going to use the Hunter's Mark, I believe, if I have any. Yeah. Sacrifice any blood echoes and awaken anew. This is the fastest way to get back, and there's nothing that I'm gonna miss from this. If we need the blood echoes, I can go and farm off stream. Which we won't. So that's that then. We are now going to continue past the cultist boss that we beat in the last live stream. After I sell some things. Sorry, I meant sell. So the Beast Rune allows you to temporarily transform into a beast. It can be cool, it works really well as long as you're using the right weapon, but we are not using that weapon, so not this time. Back to the Forbidden Grave. We have with the Canehurst summons, we have now locked the ability to go to a different area, because I do have the DLC to this game as well. But we're not going to go there yet. We're going to go into Bergenworth. Hi, giant fly-like thing. Please go away. I believe if we look back immediately after coming into Bergenworth, there's an item somewhere, maybe? Maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong, evidently. That's okay. Anyway, welcome to Bergenworth. This area can be a pain, but we're gonna hope it goes better than what it usually does for me. Where did the other fly go? So those give us quicksilver bullets. I'm pretty sure I can't open this. Yeah, I can't open that quite yet. We are gonna go this way. Hello? There's no such thing as a free item in these games. This Cthulhu is using magic. I did not want to get caught by that because this animation is really long and it takes a lot of my health. So, as you may or may not have seen, they actually suck out insight. I was stun-locked to do an animation that stun-locked me for them to kill me. We have tons of insight, that's not a big deal, and I have things in my inventory to give us insight if we lose all the insight, but still frustrating that I was double stun-locked. I could not move. We're gonna go back up to that creature. Cause fuck you. Oof. It gave me back the blood echoes, but it didn't give me back the insight that it took from me. Does not open from this side. That's pretty. Nice try. I heard you before you got a chance to attack me. I did not see your friend though, so luckily that hit them. These are interesting beings. If I had a weapon that could touch that flower, it would kill it a lot faster. Unfortunately, I do not, so we're not going to deal with the flower. We're going to stand behind it and keep hitting it. It's one of these. Okay. Normally those would give me an item, this one did not. Great One's Wisdom, the only difference between that and the Madman's Knowledge is it gives me more insight. We're gonna open this gate real quick because it's technically a shortcut. This is the gate we saw earlier. Then we're gonna head inside. Cue the Legend of Zelda noise. Pearl Slug is technically a weapon, or probably a thing for rituals, which we'll get into later. I'm gonna open this one too. This is also just the door from the other side. Then we're gonna head upstairs. That is actually a really difficult NPC. This one also uses magic and is very similar to Yosefko, who we just battled a little bit ago. That is arcane magic, which is usually only used by special classes in Bloodborne. I believe they are using the Threat of Cane weapon. We're gonna dodge this. Can I hit them through the floor? I cannot. Hit them through the stairwell, though. I have no problem with using this game. Over 3/4 my health bar in a single strike. Thanks, game. My depth perception's really bad today, too. I'm not hitting some of the spin strikes I should be hitting. That's okay. I'll come back in there and unlock all the shortcuts. It'll be real fast. I will probably have to defeat some of the bugs from along the way, though. Yeah, this one is one that's going to have to be defeated in a single way. I have no idea what just stopped us in there, but whatever. We're there. Okay. Let's go pick up the stuff that we lost and we'll try this battle again. I knew we had it the first time. You're not hitting me from there. And evidently I'm not hitting you from here either. Evidently I'm also out of blood vials, which is not grand. I dodged back twice? That bugs me. Just a little bit. I want to have this defeated, so when I come back, it'll be easier. I'm not even ready for the battle that's in this room yet, but, you know. Those fucking long-range attacks. Excuse me, I am through the stairwell. Get fucking back. I had that fully charged. Going back up the stairs. Out of blood vials, completely. That did not hit me. It followed me around the corner. No. That is bullshit. It's an explosion with heat-seeking missiles. Even my gun doesn't do heat-seeking magic. Also, a bug decided to follow me this time. Grand. My attack didn't knock it out of the air, even though it did damage. Thanks. I don't have any vials this time, but I'm still gonna attempt this a few more times. If nothing else, I can come back and do better. Once I have it down. Why didn't it knock you over? Every other attack did. I fully charged the weapon. Why is this not working consistently? Like, it made the sparkle and everything, so why did it not attack? I get that this is probably supposed to be a fast-paced battle, too. That's probably part of the reason why they're using magic along with it, but I'm unhappy with it. Either way. I will try this one more time, and then I'm gonna go elsewhere. At least for now. I can hear the bug behind me. Thank you for dying. Do I have throwables? I do not have throwables at the moment. I used them on the other beast. I'm locking on, it's throwing my vision behind me, and it's using the explosion spell immediately. Wow. The explosion keeps the key missile spell again. Out of stamina. I have no problem with using cheap antics if the game's gonna use cheap antics. The threatened king does not reach that far. The off chance that that weapon strikes normally, the whole entire thing about it is it gets that chain because the chain is supposed to be its long-range attack. I wish that the weapons in this game worked the same way for the NPCs as they did for you. This is the one that keeps on attacking me when I go down, right? Which is what should have happened before, but it wasn't consistent. This specific NPC is a pain in the ass, and I may have to return to it when I have more blood, but... How is that fair? You do not use a special as your first move in any game. No. Also, I gave my blood echoes to this. Super helpful. Maybe you could have given me blood vials instead of quicksilver bullets. I swear, if it uses that magic spell as its first thing again, I'm gonna be mad. Yeah. That doesn't do any damage to it. It's a literal explosion on me. What hit me? If you can give me any explanation to what hit me, I'll say GG on that one. But they were blocked by the literal stairs, and I was all the way away from them. They didn't even use magic. I really should stop trying this, but there's the part of my mind that says that I can do it, so I keep on running back to it anyway. If nothing else, once I defeat these things enough time and keep collecting the blood echoes, I can go and get the vials to do it with healing. I literally could not move. But I'm gonna collect the vials. I'm gonna collect the blood echoes, get some vials, and get back. Then I'll be able to heal, and this should go over smoother than it currently is. Still, this one's a major grr. There's probably a cheap way to do this fight too. I just don't know it. I need to go and get the blood echoes first. It did not give it to this one this time. Where? There. I'm gonna actually just leave and go get the blood vials I need. Then hopefully this will go over better. One can only hope. If this doesn't go better after I have some of the blood vials back, I'm gonna have to just leave and come back to this later. Because I don't think I'm ready for the boss that's in that area anyway. I'm kind of surprised that we ran out of blood echoes. Blood vials. And blood echoes, but, because we were getting so many at one point that I was just stocking them up. There. Now I bought a solid 50. That should be enough to get us through the day. So 50 is more than using all 20 twice, because that's a thing. And if I really need to, I can equip the thing that allows me to have 3 more blood vials per life. How come all my strikes don't pull them into this? Actually dodged that. Come forward. No. I totally had enough time to charge attack there, but it didn't do it. Then just turn around and walk the other way. Make them walk up to you. Nope. So, yes, because double magic. It got mad because it's losing. It showed the animation for healing and didn't heal me. It even did the blue thing to crush it and shows that I'm missing a vial and didn't heal me. Thanks, game. GG on that one, I guess. It would have been dead if it just worked properly. Come here. Or try to use magic instantly. One missile hitting me took all of my health. Three times in a row? I'm backing. I am literally backing away. It... No. stop it. So I think she's trying to use numbing mist, which would prevent me from healing under normal circumstance, but I'm dodging her attack. Okay, it's dead. Blue elixir, which isn't even something that I wanted. Okay. That will not be here when I come back to this area. We're gonna count the little things as a win. That took me far too long. I'm very glad that it is dead. We're not even gonna be here yet, though. I don't think I have what I need to complete this area. We're gonna go the other direction. And because of the fact that I'm evidently low, I want to buy more of these and sell these and this. So we want to go back to the Grand Cathedral, which is where we defeated Amelia Vescar. Now that we have the tonsil stone from the last episode, when it picks me up and does that thing, it won't kill me, instead it will play a cutscene. We defeated the hunters that were over here earlier, luckily, so we won't have to deal with that. We can take the upper route so that we can just drop repetitively down the mountain. And run forward. Because I believe we still have to survive it, so I need help. Alright.
Have mercy on the poor bastard.
So now we're in the lecture building, which is a new area that we will start. I'm going to turn on the lantern because it's fairly dark around here, and we'll get to exploring. The lecture building is actually really interesting for this section of the game. It'll give us a lot of things that will give us immense power beyond what we had before. As you can see here, there's a person looking out at us.
What a joy it is to behold the divine. It must be such a pleasure. You're in my debt, you know. You're nigh on a beast of the field. But here you are, treading a measure with the gods. Are your feet as fat as your wits? Oh, cease this dithering. Take the plunge. Throw yourself to the wolves.
And that's pretty much all he says to us, at least for now. And we will, but within our own time. Lock onto it so it was an enemy, just the way it is here. Lecture Theater Key. Student uniform. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing any doors in between. I want to try them all at the very least. And that is why. Here's where the theater key goes. Looks like there's a lot of enemies though. And they're stretchy enemies. I cannot see what I'm doing. We're gonna heal from this nonsense. One of them didn't come after me. It's just sleeping. Hi. Oh, well. I was gonna leave you alone if you were just gonna sit there, but it looked like you were gonna attack me. All those enemies and not even an item in here? There's still another room, but still, ugh. Right, okay. Well, I won't be using that. It's another weapon that's magic and faith-based. But that's that then. I believe that's everything except for the last room before we exit the lecture hall building. Which the last room is down here. What do I always say? There's no such thing as a free item in this game. Hi, my guy. Okay, well, we are now ready to leave the lecture hall building. Open the door to the outside. We are getting to the areas in the game where I usually get upset. That past NPC was a fine line for that. The boss that is past that NPC that we had trouble defeating just a little bit ago is actually the halfway boss for this game. This section is one that's pretty difficult, but it'll unlock something amazing if I can do it. We're gonna hope that I can. I beat this game before, but it's been a long time. Since I snuck up behind it, that allowed me to do a visual attack, which we won't be using a lot because I'm not doing sneaking. My controllers have stick drift a lot, so I usually don't count on that as something I can do. We need to go down there. We need to defeat this. So there's small nightmare things that I mentioned earlier. This is a giant version of it, but as opposed to being one that won't attack, these will directly attack you. Not that one. Evidently that. Oh, and that one hurt. But yeah, those are the new versions of them, and they can be deadly. This whole section is going to get really difficult. Really fast. So there are 2 hunters in the area that's to come. I'm going to try to choose them, but we'll see how that goes. So, one should run down that mountain, the other one should be somewhere in here. If I can cheese them, I can knock them off from here, and they will die. If I cannot, this is going to be very difficult. Due to the fact that they are just like me, with a hunter's axe. Or this one might be a pushover and just let me have it. Yeah, this one just turned out to be a pushover. Okay, sucks to be you. There is another one though, that one, which likes to fire a lot more. And NPCs for some reason in this game get infinite ammo. And he evidently won't come across the bridge. This is another one of those with the chain whip that we just saw. I hate this weapon used by the NPCs. Because they know the exact distance you need for it. Oh! I did not want to be down here. That's okay, we'll get some of the stuff that I was going to get when I actually came down here. I'm a little bit surprised the NPC didn't follow me. I rolled the wrong way, but that's okay. We can get some of the items from this area, too. Bloodstone shard. Antidote. Oh. I got a rock thrown at me. That's the way to go, but there's items this way. We were gonna have to roll around the poison a lot anyway. It makes sense to get some of this done now, since we're here. There's a poison rune, which will help us quite a bit. There's another item over there we're going to attempt to get. I need to go that way. No, can't walk up that gravestone. I'm getting stuck by little tiny gravestones. There's a whole flower bud. Is there anything else that I can see that we need? And then that is the path towards progression, which we don't really need yet, but I'm gonna go that way anyway, because we can unlock a shortcut if we go this way. The only thing is there's a very intense frenzy enemy that's this way, that looks like this. It has a ton of eyeballs on the top of its head. It's a grapple attacker. I kind of just fucking hate this enemy. You take frenzy damage just for being near it. You don't even have to actually get hit, which I feel like is unfair. And as you can see, my frenzy damage is still going up. I'm gonna hope this doesn't kill me. It did not kill me. I got extremely lucky there. You motherfucker. It's dead now, so I guess I don't care. Beneficially, everything in this area is going to give me fuck tons of blood echoes, so if I need a place to farm now, this is where I'm gonna come. I am not ready to fall down this pit yet. It'll send me to an area that I'm not ready to go to. We'll come back to it later. Oh, I saw it, but I wasn't fast enough. Lead elixir. Lead elixir's weird. I don't really understand it. I can read it later. I usually just sell it. It's another one of those items where I never found it useful enough to actually use. We are near the end of this section, but like I said, we're going to go back and explore quite a bit because we need the items and blood echoes. The boss is that way. I want to unlock a shortcut that's straight up here. And we have now unlocked the shortcut. We're gonna come back up and visit that hunter that was almost dead and hopefully defeat him, and then we're gonna have to go back because I'm out of vials. This area, the things do tons of damage and they're very scary. The hunter should still be here somewhere. Maybe? Unless he fell down there with me and died. Come back here. You're very fast. Another lake rune. Lake runes are really excellent. I do not see where the other hunter went, by the way. So maybe he is dead? Oh, he's right there. He came all the way down here. That doesn't make much sense to me. Oh. There we go. Since I'm here, I might as well get some items before I die. Well, I should probably try not to die. I have too many blood echoes to actually die. That area is too difficult to do without dying, so maybe we'll just go back. We have almost 30,000, so I want to level up at the very least. We'll need some levels to do these bosses that we're on. That, and with the new gems that we have, the gems should be able to allow us to have different powers for our weapons, which will be excellent. I always get a little bit confused going back in this pathway. It's very disorienting with all the rocks. Everything looks the same everywhere. I am impressed, though, throughout this playthrough of my game, I've never dropped below 10 insight. I've always been at least 13 since I got it. As far as I've seen. Oh wait, I should probably sell stuff and use the blood gems. Not using this. Not using this. I won't end up using this. The student uniform I can also sell. It is useless and very expensive for whatever reason. That should be good for now.
Welcome. What is it? Very well.
Then we'll want to just do the typical. We're going to increase everything to 22, except for this, evidently, which I don't have enough money for.
Farewell, good hunter.
Go change out the blood gems and possibly our runes, depending on what we have going. Repair the hunter's axe. We want one of these circular runes for one of our weapons. Evidently that one can't have one. This one can have a circular rune. That one's not very good. Out of all the ones we could have got, I don't like that. But I'll set it in place for now. That'll allow us, if we're standing still, to recover HP. It's just, I don't use that during live streams because it's really, really slow. We're gonna do the increased frenzy resistance because that's always something we're gonna need. Slow poison resistance, and I think we have another one now. Fire bolt arcane damage. Actually, we don't need any of those. Fire would be kind of nice, but there's really no need at this point. We're going to go with the max +3 blood vials. For now. Because we're going to be walking around a lot of poison in this area to pick up a bunch of items. We're not there. We're also not there. There it is. So we're going to go back to the Nightmare Frontier. The good news is we defeated all the hunters that are in this area without a problem. It was just that one hunter that gave me a struggle on this stream. All things considered, I think that's pretty good. We're gonna go back to the area where we defeated the hunters and go down a separate path. I feel like I hit that, but okay. You hit me. I wasn't expecting two of you. Well then. Just a clusterfuck. Go up there. Why didn't it die to the same amount of attacks as the exact same creature with the exact same health? Okay, won't make that mistake again. We already got past all of those creatures, so I know that I can do that. Give me the item. Okay, now we can pull. So, the other one is down here. I just didn't think it would notice if I was way over there. There. Knock it off. You're not going to get a chance to do that this time. So the stone throwers in this game do lots of damage. They're meant to be giants, so I guess that makes sense, but we're going to go and see a whole bunch of them. I don't like the ones that are like this. They're feral, I guess you could say. And not ground. Usually they're pretty aggressive. This is the stone thrower area. I happen to hate this area. We're gonna die a lot here. Especially if their stones are gonna kill me in a single hit, but I did say we're going to. It's likely, now at least for a certain point, I'll run to the enemy that was feral and then defeat that enemy and start collecting items here. I'm not going to bother with defeating a lot of enemies here. There are certain ones that I will have to defeat. But I want the items that are in between. That is the main point of going that way. Why did my attack do no damage? Excuse me, it went directly through you? I'm hitting the backup. I have stamina. Please back up. I'm still trying to back up. Why did my attack do no damage, but still took all my stamina? Thanks, game. That was an excellent battle. Totally worth it. Okay, well, we're not going after the thing this time, so we should have an easier time. We're going to look for items. That's all we're doing here. Actually, if I defeat the giants in between, I may have an easier time. Maybe I should defeat them. The only thing I'm worried about is trying to defeat one giant and another one throws a rock at me and kills me anyway. Or something like that where I get stuck on nothing. Okay, well, now that one won't be throwing shit at me while I look around. I can see another one up there. I can see two, at least. So, I'm guessing I should kill the one that's lower before he has a chance to throw rocks at me down below. Is the one up above gonna see me? gonna hope not. Oh, it totally does. Oh. Okay, well, that's dead for now. I don't see an item for that area. It's gonna continue to throw rocks at me. This is not grand. That's not grand either. Okay. That somehow hit me from behind the rock. Okay. Run. Just about fell off an edge. Don't do that. It has an item. That was scary. We're gonna calm down for a fucking second. Now run. Okay, run. Oh. Okay. I think I got all the items coming up here, maybe? I'm gonna hope so. We will not be returning to this area once I leave it. I'm trying to be thorough, though. I think this is a shortcut once I stand on the edge. Yeah. So that leads us back to the beginning if we wanted to go back, but we're not doing that. Not yet, anyway. Did I come from up above? No. Okay. Could drop down there, but I've already been there, so we're not going to do that. That's the area where all the giants were. Which means we've made it to the top. Excellent, that's another area cleared. I should go back to heal. Are they going to come up here? They're not, right? So that's the one I ran past at the very beginning. I'm just re-defeating creatures I've defeated before right now. So that we can go back and hopefully get the other level to make all my stats even. I believe we have enough now. Then we'll head forward towards the end, but we're going to have to collect a few more items before we do anything in that regard.
Very well, let me.
There, now we're at 51. And we should buy some more of these, because there's never enough. And do we have anything to sell? We can sell these. I should probably buy at least a couple more. Okay, so now we need to continue on. We can stop by the church and actually check if the lady who we talked to earlier is there yet. The new person. She is here.
Oh, hello, dear. You weren't lying. This is a safe place. Thank you. I'm in your debt. I'd
Curtsy.
like to tender my thanks, but I haven't much to offer. All I can give is my blood. But would you even take a whore's blood?
We're going to receive the blood treatment.
Oh, good. Come close, dear. Don't worry. This isn't the first time.
Blood of Ariana.
Oh, hello. Sorry, dear. You're much too eager. I've only so much blood, okay?
So yeah, her blood is excellent because it will cause our stamina bar to replenish faster. So we want to put her blood in the quick select. So now we're going to head back to the Nightmare Frontier and continue to look for items. There's a couple more items I want to grab. Then we're going to actually go and talk to... No, we're not ready for that yet, I don't think so. We're going to defeat the boss after we get a few more items in that area. Shit, not there. Here. I always forget that they skip one of the fucking gravestones, tombstones, whatever you want to call it. So this time around, we want to head back towards the poison area. The quickest route to get to the poison area, I believe, is dropping down here. I want to figure out which way I'm going. That first. I don't see any items that way. If there's giants around, I've gone the wrong way. I don't think there is. So we're gonna go for the big one. Oh, it hit me? I did not want that to happen. Fuck, that's okay. We're gonna attempt to get the item that's back here. A mix of poison and frenzy is gonna make it difficult, but that's okay. Dodge her. Hopefully hit her this time around. We did not hit her this time around. That may be very bad in a second. What the fuck? I feel like we should have hit her at least one of the times there, but evidently we didn't. We'll come back and try again. It's okay. Not a big deal. We didn't have enough blood echoes to even worry about trying to retrieve them. We need to defeat that certain enemy, and I believe there's 2 to 3 items that are back here. One of them's important for lore stuff, so I want to make sure that I show that for the story. We're going to pretty much do the same thing again. We're going to drop and head in that direction. I should have antidotes on the quick select menu, but I'm not using them, so... Oh well. Is this dead? No, that's not dead. Great. I want to at least try and get this big one. The fact that it hit me while backwards is weird. Hold it. Please do the good attack. Thank you. There we go. That's done. Now we're gonna roll forward quickly. And here's that thing. There's no way that this isn't close enough to hit. So now all we have to do is worry about the frenzy damage overflow. Mixed with poison, evidently. I want to make sure that it's not going to kill me. And I can actually pick up the blood echoes now. There's not a reason not to. This is the most important item lore-wise in this area. Which, it says, a strange gift from the messengers, inhabitants of the dream who revere the brave hunters, used to envelop oneself in a blackish, nightmarish mist, then transform into a messenger. The illusion is a parlor trick, and any large movement will break the spell. To preserve guys, proceed very slowly. And we can't use it because we're not a faith user, but it does allow you to turn into one of them. I believe there's other items back here. We're gonna look for them real quick. It's not a big deal if we don't find any. That was what I came here for. Maybe there just isn't. That's okay. Like I said, that is what we came here for. I'm not worried about much else. There was a drop we could have done from the end to immediately drop to that item, but the frenzy eyeball monster thing would have killed us. It locks us in that end zone, and it's behind the monster, so they instantly grapple and kill you. I believe I got all the items from out here already. Or at least a good majority of them.